All right. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Thanks for
Hey
joining me.
Luke, how are you?
Doing
Hey,
good, doing good.
thanks for having me on.
Oh, you're welcome. Are you happy to be winding up your week here on a Friday afternoon?
Yeah, definitely winding up. I just got off the phone with one of my distributors, Tile Encounters, out of Ventura. Give them a little shout out, and just going over business with them. So yeah, it's
Right
winding
on.
her up. Yep, yes sir.
So what's your company like nowadays, and what's the name of it? Where can people find you, and how long you been in business?
So my name is Mike Shapiro, and my company is Blue Star Tile and Stone. We are out of Camarillo, California. We have been a licensed contractor since 1994 in the state of California. License number 691098.
Excellent.
Yes,
So
sir.
you've got quite a few years of tiling under your belt.
29 to be exact. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What
So not all in business, but since 94, but yeah.
yeah. What kind of hobbies or interests do you have after work?
My first love is soccer. I'm an avid soccer fan. Go Liverpool.
All right.
And I love to surf. We love hiking, biking, going into the mountains. We're pretty much at the ocean like every weekend.
You're good Californians.
Yeah, right. Good California. That's true, man. You got to do it. So
Yeah.
yeah, we love that and just relaxing, enjoying, going out for some good dinners and
Yeah.
dining and so yeah,
Right on.
yeah.
So when it comes to working, advertising and getting clients and staying busy, how do you keep busy and differentiate your company from all the other different tile contractors that are down there?
Well, first and foremost, obviously, is quality. I mean, you obviously making sure that you're providing a quality product, which we do. We do get a lot of referrals. Um, I feel like I try to differentiate my business in a sense of just providing a good service, like making sure I'm a very prompt individual, making sure that me and my guys are on time, 8 a.m., 4:30 p.m. or whatever every day, that we're clean on the job sites, that we're in communication with them, letting them know what we're doing, how long the process is going to take, just staying in contact, just kind of being friendly with them, just giving them a good service. You know, I mean, sometimes it is just about doing the tile work, but you want to be good with them, just so they can say some good things other than the tile work about you, that
Yeah.
your men that I like to hear, and as well as I'm sure you like to hear, any other contractor always wants to hear that that the men that were there doing the work for them, that were very pleasurable to work with. They were courteous and stuff like that. So to differentiate, just providing a better service,
Yeah. Yeah.
educating them. I always feel like, especially on the initial, when I go out to do the estimate, I like to educate them on what products we're using, how we do the installation, the reasons why we do it.
Yeah.
So
How much
yeah.
time do you think you spend educating the potential client approximately?
Well, I'm definitely there 45 minutes to an hour, I would say. And uh, definitely I'm there for a lengthy amount of time when the clients are responsive. I do get a lot of clients because I spend time educating them about things I'm doing. Some of them have a tendency to want to ask a lot of questions in return. And so then it parlays into time. But
Sure, sure. Yeah,
yeah,
I find that when they're asking questions and kind of digging for information, that those
definitely.
kind of clients are typically willing to pay a little more if you can answer their questions and if you can put their mind at ease.
You know what? That's perfect right there. Putting their mind at ease that's kind of what I feel like when I go out there. It's like
Mm.
just making sure that they're comfortable with me. I
Yeah,
always tell them every time before I walk out the door, you'll know in your gut how you felt about me when I leave, and whether or not you might want to use me, irregardless of my price, even
right.
if even if I'm $500 to $1,000 more. they might want to decide to take that leap and go with me because they felt really good with me. And so not everyone's like that, but there's a good percentage that definitely do fall into that category for us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's really good. Do you do any sort of paid advertising? I know you're on Instagram marketing a little bit there, and
I'm kind of a newbie to Instagram.
okay.
Definitely under a year, and I'm kind of working that a little bit with a lot of other tile guys and just putting it out there. But I even as of late, as of your advice, to be honest, I find that I'm DMing, like, for example, builders in my area and decorators, just kind of letting them know I'm out there because I want to try to hit all my local people as much as possible. It's super important.
Yeah.
And I'm a big advocate. I'm a hustler. I go out and really, when I'm not working, I'm working. I'm out there trying to get work. So I'm not trying to just let it come to, always let it. It's nice for the work to come to me. We do get a lot of referrals, but the more you got, the better it is. So yes. We do also do SEO work with the website, which we've been doing for about 4 to 5 years now, and had someone build a website for us, and that works. That draws. I like to try to approach the homeowner base clients because I feel like that's also a nice avenue. I like working for homeowners. So the SEO work and the website seems to be working really good. For us. So we do pay a little bit for that every month. And it's not only that, it's not that I need to pay for it, it's exposure. And sometimes you have to pay for a little extra exposure. And then there's nothing wrong with it. So if you don't have a website, then you're not in the game.
Right. Yeah, it's 2018. I mean, it's time.
Yeah.
It's not going away, right?
Yeah, definitely want to have a website, work on that. Have some interactive stuff on there, and push your reviews. I know I heard you even say this the other day, and as I support you and I'm an advocate for that, definitely getting reviews. We're on house.com. I push my reviews out to house.com, which is a good site for a lot of people. I push my Google reviews.
That's great. Yeah. All that stuff adds up. I really believe in the Google reviews because, that's the #1 search engine, even YouTube.
Absolutely.
And I know there's a lot of guys making YouTube videos. I'm going to be starting myself, and people searching for, and I know on your Instagram, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about was you have videos and little pictures of the work, like before, during, and after. It's not just like after shots. So I like that you're even some of them you're trawling the thin set and you're explaining the techniques.
Yeah, I like to do that. I'm a little old school, but I'm into the new school world. I never really thought I'd be like that, but I do like to help. Yeah. And it seems like a lot of these guys and people on Instagram, that's kind of their thing. They enjoy the aspect of trying to help, and so yeah, definitely.
Awesome. And you're gonna find clients that are finding you on Instagram, and they're gonna appreciate that you actually taught them something. Even a lot of my clients, they look into the DIY method, but then the further they look into it, they're like, we don't want to do it.
No. Well, I'll give you a quick example of DIY. Okay, just quick. I did a Saltillo paver job, which you'll see on my Instagram from 3 years ago, which I had posted, and they love my job. And this guy was a handy guy. He went off and tried to do the tile work in his big tub shower, and he pretty much ruined it completely and thoroughly and butchered it because he thought he was handy to do the DIY. Because a lot of people think they can do tile, and this is an unfortunate thing today. These big shops, big corporate shops that want to, tell everyone that they can install tile, and it's just not that easy. So anyway, he did it. He did a horrible job. It took him probably over a month to try to do it. And he called me back and said, hey, I tried to do the tile work. I ruined it.
Yeah.
Can you come back out? Give me an estimate to do the tile work. And of course I had to go back out there, give him an estimate. He hired me back to do that. But I don't advise it to anyone. If it's something small, do it. But if not, I wouldn't recommend it. Let's leave it to the professionals.
Yeah. That's a good attitude, Yeah,
definitely. I mean, I'm the same way too. I don't know and do everything. And if I need to hire a professional for something I don't know,
yeah,
I'll pay for it. So,
That's
so
smart.
yeah.
One of the questions that keeps coming up, some guys are asking me online and through Instagram, is they're looking for advice. Maybe they've been doing tile for 5-6 years, and they're kind of looking to break out on their own. And I always caution them, to put the business first and kind of start to thinking about the business. Would you have any advice for guys who are looking to, establish their own company?
Yeah, I would say, if you're a single guy that, was mentored and you learned the trade, you were behind someone good, you're ready to go out and do your thing, go out and be humble. Go look for some leads, go look for some contacts, go find some builders, some decorators, and take your time and do it slow.
Yeah.
And just really be methodical about each and every job and the contacts that you have. Take care of them one by one. Take your money in, save your money. You don't need to grow big. Just go at it for the first 3 or 4 years and pocket some money until you have some capital. And then once you've gained some capital, maybe you can start accruing more employees, maybe taking on some bigger work, because it seems like that's always a misconception. Guys think that they could do anything. They're like Superman, hey, they're a year into it and some guy wants me to do a multi-million-dollar hotel, and it's like, you can't do it. I know it sounds good and it's a lot of money, but you won't be able to tackle it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work that goes into that, a lot of employees, a lot of tax money. So it's just best to play it safe. And
that's solid advice. Yeah, that's solid advice. Kind of start small and
take it easy.
Bite-sized jobs, maybe.
Yeah, just take it easy. Just build a good little reputation, and you'll get there eventually. All good things come to people that want to wait.
Yeah.
So, and if you want to wait, you'll get there. So, yeah, definitely.
When we were talking earlier too in the week, you were talking about visualizing and having a vision. Can you expound on that a little bit more?
Yeah. So, if you're running your business, you want to kind of know what it is you want to do with your business. Like, where do you want to be? Do you want to be commercial, residential? Do you want to do remodels? Have some type of business plan set out for you so you can see yourself at the end of that road. Plan it out. It's okay to do that. You want to be a commercial guy? Well, think about it. Okay, see yourself at the end. You've got, now you've accrued all these builders and decorators, and you're doing this work for all these large builders. So see yourself at the end of the road, but take the necessary steps to get there. And so, yeah.
That's pretty good.
I mean, you have to have some visualization of your business. You can't just mock it up. Yeah. I'd say if you want to run it successfully, have an idea, think about it, execute the plan, and go after the plan. Yeah. And it'll work out. If you've got a plan and you stay by it, you're going to do it. It's like me. I love that when I have something to go after, a goal.
Yeah.
Without a goal, you don't have anything. So a lot of guys are like that. They just kind of fly by the seat of their pants, and that's okay. I mean, you can do good and still make money, but if you want to be successful, you want to run employees, you want to maybe grow your business up, you want to get yourself a bigger office with some staff, see yourself there, and you'll get there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've heard a saying, and I'll probably butcher it here, but having no plan is a plan to fail, or something like that.
Right. Well, yeah, right. It's kind of true, because if you're just going month by month, year by year, without any forecast, you won't. Yeah, you're just not going to.
Blowing in the wind, like Bob Dylan's song.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I was lucky many years ago in 1995 when I, was approached by a builder to do 300 hotel rooms in Santa Barbara, California, and then we proceeded up to San Jose, California, to DoubleTree Hotel up there to do another 300 plus. And
how many guys did you have working for you at that time?
I ran 20 guys. So it was definitely a great experience. But you really gotta kind of have your act together. I was lucky to have a good builder to support me, and especially in the sense of monetarily, they were able to pay pretty regular, so that kind of helped. But sometimes builders aren't like that. You can't take on these jobs where you're going to get paid anywhere from 30 to 90 days. That becomes a difficult task, especially if you're trying to build up your business. You got to have a lot of capital to pay your men and so forth. So,
was it 20 guys and you, or was there a foreman, or how did that work?
Yeah, I had a foreman and 20 men plus me. I did some physical work in the field as well, but as well I also had a lot of paperwork to do. So
I imagine. Yeah. I imagine.
Yeah. But definitely, I was very fortunate and I got through all of that. But you got to have the steps. Your business has got to be right there to be able to handle that. So you want to, like I said, you just, in regards to your other questions, take your time, and eventually you'll slowly get there.
Yeah, that's something that doesn't happen overnight, having 20 men under you.
No. But
how do you? I know I talk with my friend Ryan from Southern California, and he's second generation down there, and his father talks to him, told him about the square foot prices of like the 90s and the 80s, and now guys are underbidding each other, and square foot prices are similar or the same as they were 20 years ago. Do you have those issues where you're at?
Hot topic. hot topic, good one. Okay. So yeah, back in the mid 90s up until 2000, the economy was really strong. People made really good money. I was able to pay guys, $25 to $30 an hour as a journeyman tile setter back then. But the economy, that type of money, you could afford to, buy a home back then. You could keep up with the economy, and it's definitely a very difficult task today to do that. And so, the square foot prices haven't changed. I mean, they've been the same in this area for like the last 18 to 20 years. They're really bad right now. I can't put a crew out there and pay them, $50 an hour, but even at the least between the crew, and have them do a shower for 5 days and me turn a profit. In fact, if anything, I could potentially be in the negative. It's very difficult to run a crew and do it legitimate with taxes, work comp, and the whole 9 yards today. So I try to bid by the day. That's what we do. It's just a very, a lot of guys down here are basically doing it, what it costs for a crew per day to do the installation. And so that's how we bid it.
Okay.
So by the foot, it's just really difficult to make money anymore for a business. You can't grow you will not, in the tile industry, it's really hard to grow your business today like that and pay guys fair money and pay all the legitimate taxes and everything. So you'll see a lot of these guys, like we talked about earlier, who are out there doing their own thing and just kind of working, on their own. That's because, it's difficult for them to work for someone else and make money because no one's really paying enough.
Yeah, it's a real problem in our trade. Yeah.
It's a really sore spot in the whole country with the money issue and how people should be getting paid today. And definitely in our industry, it hasn't changed in a really long time. So for me to kind of make the money that I want to make and pass it along to employees, I need to do it by the day.
Yeah.
If we get the job, then we get the job, but at least we're going to be money ahead.
Right.
So.
And I kind of knew your answer, and I just wanted to bring it up because it ties into what we were talking about earlier, is on the education and the sales aspect. Because if you're not a sale, unfortunately, to be a business owner, you're going to have to learn sales. And if you're not learning sales and you're not educating your client, then there's no way they're going to choose you, because they're going to say, well, I can get a competitive bid for X, 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 and X. and you're not going to have anything to reply. So it ties it together. So I just wanted to make sure to make that connection.
Yeah, the sales part of your business is huge.
Yeah.
You have to go out and sell yourself, sell your business. The difference between me when I was 25 contracting and at the age I am now are night and day. And I will tell you that experience is a virtue, and it does pay off. And you will become better and better if you choose to be as the years go on, and you'll be able to sell yourself better. Yeah. You have to sell yourself on the job and sell it right. I mean, that's the purpose. If you go out and you got to bid against 2 other guys or 3 other guys, I mean, that's just the way it is. Even if you come in referred, which I come in referred on jobs, but I still feel compelled to have to sell myself.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You want to talk good about you, your company, what you've done, how you do it. You know, all the good quality. Talk about the tile that they're in. You know, what kind of tile are they using?
Yeah.
And then get involved in that. What kind of tile are they using? And then maybe how I'm going to install the tile. I do that all the time. What kind of product? What tile are you using? Okay, then we discuss. Okay, well, you want a niche. You want some niches. We'll discuss how the layout's going to be. I'll explain them in detail how I do my niches and why I like to do what I like to do. You know, just you know, let them know that you know what you're talking about, what you're doing. Yeah. You know, so just to one up them.
That's great. Yeah. Well, you know what? That's the way it should be. You know,
that's it. I mean, you got to one up the next. You got to one up that next guy. Yeah. And if you can sell it and talk highly about yourself, you got a better shot than they do.
Yeah.
So that's my best advice to any guy that wants to get out there. You know.
Yeah, that's solid advice. That's solid advice.
You know, a lot of guys are really good. A lot of good mechanics. They're very skilled at our trade and what they do. But, you know, when it comes to the business end and trying to, you know, talk about themselves and boast themselves, that's something a lot of guys aren't good at. It's just not part of their nature. So, yeah. But we all have something to work on, right? And something in business. Sure. We're not all perfect at something. So that's one good thing you want to work on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, that's what I always tell guys too is, you know, start studying sales and start studying the business side of things, because without that, you know, you could be the best installer in the world and just, you know, not do well business wise. Yeah,
I mean, everyone talks about, oh, I don't need to advertise, I got referrals, and that's cool. That's great. But still, even though you're referred, you still got to go out and talk to that client. And you want that client to feel good about you. So let them know you know what you're talking about.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Well, that's great, Mike. I think that's a good spot to wrap it up here. Unless you have something else on your mind.
No, that's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I appreciate you joining me on my podcast and this video. This is the first ever video for Tile Money interview. So
awesome.
We're moving forward, and we're hopefully I know a lot of guys are going to benefit from what you said today. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Luke. I appreciate the opportunity to be on Tile Money.
You're welcome. All right, Mike. Enjoy your day.
You too. Thank you.
Yep.